Harry Kane is undeniably the best striker at Euro 2024, but will the England captain's curse be too much for the Three Lions to overcome? Fresh off an absolutely stellar season with Bayern Munich, the ex-Spurs star is in prime form to lead his country to glory in Germany. Kane's achievements are nothing short of spectacular. Look at the list of European Golden Shoe winners, and you'll find some of the greatest strikers in football history. From past legends whose mere mention could bring tears to your grandfather's eyes, to the modern greats who continue to dazzle us. This prestigious award, given to the highest scorer in European League football each season, has been won by icons such as Portugal and Benfica hero Eusebio and the legendary German striker Gerd Müller, known as the nation's bomber for his lethal shot. Football titans Thierry Henry, Robert Lewandowski, and Luis Suarez have claimed the award twice. Cristiano Ronaldo lifted it 4 times, and Lionel Messi holds a record 6 gongs. And now, joining their illustrious ranks, is a player who has been knocking on the door of greatness for years, Harry Kane. Kane didn't just win the award, he dominated, scoring an astounding 36 goals in the Bundesliga for Bayern Munich, leaving his closest rival, Sergio Guirassy, 8 goals behind and outpacing league football giants like Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland by 9 goals. The timing couldn't be more perfect as he heads into the European Championship as the continent's top scorer and, by extension, the best striker at the tournament. Yet, one shadow still looms over Kane, his career-long trophy drought. It's a topic that will be on everyone's lips throughout the tournament and beyond, unless he can finally break the curse and lead England to victory in Germany. Let's dive into Kane's incredible record this season. Kane had long been celebrated in England for his heroics with Tottenham, but his acclaim in Europe never quite matched up, until now. Since his move to Bayern, Kane has shattered expectations and records alike, proving himself on the grand European stage. Despite the challenge of leaving the club he had called home his entire life and adapting to new cultural and language barriers, Kane has thrived. He scored on his Bundesliga debut and set up a goal within his first 4 minutes on the pitch. A hat-trick in a 7-0 demolition of Bochum in September brought his tally to 7 goals in his first 5 games, marking the best start to a season in Bayern's history. He surpassed the starts of Miroslav Klose, Mario Mandzukic, and the legendary Gerd Müller. After 10 games, Kane had 15 Bundesliga goals, breaking a 60-year record held by Klaus Matthischak. By his 11th match, Kane had scored more goals than the previous season's top scorers, Christopher Nkunku and Niklas Füllkrug. Consecutive hat-tricks against Darmstadt and Borussia Dortmund, plus a brace against Stuttgart, saw him become the fastest player ever to reach 20 Bundesliga goals in a season, toppling another 60-year record held by Uwe Seeler. Kane outdid Erling Haaland by scoring 30 goals in just 25 games, whereas Haaland needed 32 games to reach that milestone at Borussia Dortmund. Kane finished with the 4th highest goal tally in a Bundesliga season, trailing only Gerd Müller's totals of 38 and 40 in the 1969-70 and 1970-71 seasons, and Robert Lewandowski's record of 41 goals in the 2020-21 season. If there's any consolation, Kane now holds the record for the greatest debut season in the league's history, and there's always next season to aim even higher. Kane is set to compete against other modern greats for the Golden Boot at Euro 2024, yet he stands out as the tournament's top striker. Cristiano Ronaldo, in his 11th major tournament, has prepped by netting 35 goals for Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. However, Opta ranks this league 27th in the world, far behind the Bundesliga's 2nd place ranking. Additionally, Ronaldo, now 9 years older than Kane, is past his peak, even if he won't admit it. Kane's nearest rival, Mbappe, is arguably a better footballer pound for pound, but he's primarily seen as a wide forward, unlike Kane, the quintessential center forward. In terms of goal contributions, Kane outshines the Frenchman in both the league and the Champions League. Kane's direct competitors had lackluster seasons compared to his stellar performance. Romelu Lukaku scored 13 times in Serie A. Alvaro Morata netted 15 goals in La Liga. Niklas Füllkrug managed 12 in the Bundesliga, and Rasmus Højlund finished with 10 Premier League goals. Even Alexander Mitrovic, who Kane will face in England's opener against Serbia, despite a prolific season with 28 goals for Al Hilal in the Saudi Pro League, doesn't measure up to Kane's impressive achievements. One thing Harry Kane has yet to achieve in line with the theme of his career is winning a trophy. While his lack of silverware at Tottenham could be overlooked, it's particularly striking that he hasn't won anything at Bayern Munich. The Bavarians hadn't failed to secure a trophy since 2012, when Jurgen Klopp's Borussia Dortmund were in their prime, clinching both the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal. Since then, Bayern had won 11 consecutive Bundesliga titles, 5 DFB Pokals, and 2 Champions League trophies. After signing the England captain, Bayern's inability to win a single competition sparked predictable chatter about the so-called Kane curse. As with many social media discussions, these remarks were mostly tongue-in-cheek. Dimitar Berbatov summed it up best, saying, "Harry Kane curse. Fakakov, that sounds stupid and it's disrespectful. Football can be fucking cruel." Bayern's 11-year dominance of the Bundesliga came to a dramatic end as Bayer Leverkusen captured their first ever title, remaining unbeaten and thrashing Bayern 3-0 in February to move 5 points clear. Xabi Alonso's team finished with an impressive 90 points, 18 ahead of Bayern, who ended up third behind Stuttgart for the first time since 2012. The biggest disappointment, however, was Bayern's exit from the Champions League in the semifinals. After taking a 1-0 lead in the second leg at Santiago Bernabeu, they held on until the 88th minute when Real Madrid's magic kicked in. Substitute Joselu scored twice in 4 minutes, sealing Bayern's fate. England's attack is truly scintillating, bolstered by the presence of Jude Bellingham, who made a seamless transition to Real Madrid and quickly became a standout. Phil Foden has also enjoyed his best season to date, garnering numerous personal accolades in England and adding another Premier League title to his name. Even though Harry Kane is still chasing his first trophy, he'll be surrounded by players who have tasted success and know how to secure victory. England boasts an embarrassment of riches in attack, despite being grounded by a surprising defeat to Iceland in their final warm-up friendly on Friday. The team's injury-hit defense and the lack of a natural left-back to start the tournament are concerning, but they're not alone in facing challenges during preparation. What truly matters is their performance in Germany. I've said many times to judge us on tournament form, on tournament football. Of course, there will be some noise about Friday, but I think there is a lot of optimism from the fans, and rightly so, Kane remarked. Ultimately, it is down to us to make sure we get it right on the pitch. We have a lot of fantastic players who have had really good seasons. Individually, no player in Europe has had a better season than Kane. His lack of trophies should not overshadow his exceptional quality. For the first time ever, England enters a major tournament with the continent's most lethal striker, which is significant. With their record-breaking number 9 in a squad brimming with attacking flair, England has a real chance to win a tournament for the first time in 58 years, potentially ending Kane's quest for a trophy. If you're excited about England's prospects in the upcoming tournament, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your opinions on England's attacking flair and their chances of finally bringing home a trophy.